Namaskar students, my name is Dr. Anup Kumar, Assistant Professor in Institute of Hotel and Tourism Management, Maharishi Dayanand University, Rohtak. Friends, in this video, I shall be discussing with you the role of various travel trade association in the promotion of tourism. So let's start this topic. This is an important topic of your paper of tour packaging management, and this topic is being covered in unit 1. So friends, there are a lot of association working in India as well as at the global level for the various segments of the travel and tourism. Like there is an association named International Association. ITA is basically International Air Transport Association. So the full form of ITA is International Air Transport Association. International Air Transport Association. Then we have ICAO, International Civil Aviation Organization. These two organizations are working in the field of aviation. ITA is basically taking care of the operations part, and ICAO is basically working on the safety and security part. So these two associations are working in the field of aviation sector. Then we have United Nations World Tourism Organization. We have Pacific Asia Travel Associates. Then we have World Travel and Tourism Council. We have Federation of Hotel and Restaurant Association of India. We have India Tourism Development Corporation. We have Universal Federation of Travel Agents Association. We have TAI, Travel Agents Association of India. We have Indian Association of Tour Operators, ITO. We have Association of Domestic Tour Operators of India. Then we have Adventure Tour Operators Association of India. So these are the various organizations who are working at the global level as well as at the regional level, or I must say at Indian level, to promote the tourism or to protect the interests of the people who are associated with travel and tourism. So friends, let's start discussing about these association. It is not possible to cover all the association in this one video. So in this particular video, I will be focusing on the few association who are working at the regional level, or I must say at the Indian level, to promote the Indian tourism industry. So these are the four association which we shall be discussing. The very first association is TAI, Travel Agents Association of India. Then we have ADTOI, Association of Domestic Tour Operators of India. Then we have ITO, Indian Association of Tour Operators. Then we have ATOAI, Adventure Tour Operators Association of India. So friends, let's start discussing about these associations one by one. So let's start discussing TAI. The full form of TAI is Travel Agents Association of India. So basically this TAI was founded in the end of the year 1951 by 12 leading travel agents. So only 12 leading travel agents at the end of 1951, they basically founded this TAI. These 12 players thought that the time had come basically for the travel industry in India to basically to protect the interest of the people who are associated with travel and tourism. So with this purpose, the main they set up these three objectives and they established TAI. Now these three objectives include to protect the interest of those engaged in the travel industry, means all the people who are working in the different segments of travel and tourism industry, to protect the interest of those people. Then orderly growth and development of the sector. And the third was to safeguard the traveling public from exploitation by unreliable tour operators. So if any unreliable tour operator who is exploiting the people, traveling people. So just to safeguard the those interest of those people, basically this was related to the customer satisfaction. So the association was started with 12 members, but today around 2,500 members in the various categories: active, associate, allied, government, and non-resident. So around 2,500 travel agents all across India as well as from the world. They are the member of TIE. Now, what are the various aims and objectives of establishing TIE, and what are the various works which TIE does? Let's discuss about this. So, TIE is conscious of the interest of traveling people. Traveling people, and they maintains high ethical standards. Ethical standards means they have given some SOPs, systematic operating procedures, to its members, and all the members to be a part of TIE, they have to follow those SOPs, systematic operating procedures, like how to take the bookings, how to issue the vouchers, how the payments process is being done. So all these things. They have given in the forms of SOPs. So this basically increase the ethical standards in the travel trade. So TRI maintains the high ethical standards within the travel trade. Then TIE aims at the development of travel and tourism in India by constantly improving the standard of service and professionalism in the industry. So for this purpose, TIE organize various training programs for the people working in the travel trade. They also organize various conferences so that kind of professionalism be created in the industry, and ultimately the customer and the people who are associated with travel and tourism, they can be benefited. Further, TIE also is engaged in promoting mutual cooperation. So basically this travel and tourism works on the mutual cooperation. For example, if you are a travel agent, you need to take the help of transporter, you need to take the help of a hotelier, you need to take the help of restaurants, you need to take the help of guides, you need to take the help of airlines. So you have to be dependent upon various people, and these people are also dependent upon each other. So the TIE is engaged in promoting mutual cooperation among the different segments of travel and tourism industry among TIE members by contributing to the sound progress and growth of the industry as a whole. So this is the another aim and objective of TIE, basically to promote the mutual cooperation among the different sector of the travel trade. So basically in this way, the TIE works for the promotion of tourism in the country, and also it works for the basically TIE works for two things. One is it has to protect protect the interest of people, people who are associated with it, who are associated with it. Further, it also has to safeguard the interest of traveling people, safeguard the interest of traveling people. So TIE is basically working for those, and in this way it is promoting the tourism in the country. Now let's move to the another association, which is Association of Domestic Tour Operators of India. Now ADTUI is not as old as TIE is. ADTUI was established only in the year 1996. So 7th August 1996 was the exact date on which this ADTUI, Association of Domestic Tour Operators of India, was constituted. Now, what was the purpose of constituting ADTUI? The purpose was with the express purpose of consolidating the efforts of all those tour operators who are actively engaged in the promotion of domestic tourism in the country. So basically to safeguard the interests of those people who are engaged in the promotion of tourism, domestic tourism in the country. Nearly 780 members of all over India on the rolls. So around 780 members are the members of ADTOI now in the present time, and the number is increasing day by day. The members of ADTOI works to ensure delivery of professional service to the to the consumer. So we can see that TAI also works for the betterment of service for the consumer, and ADTOI also works for the professional service to the consumer. Basically, in the travel trade, consumer is king. If customer is not satisfied, he will not travel. So the focus of all the association is to give the professional service to the consumer. So all the association not only protecting the interest of their community, they are taking care of the consumer also. So, delivery of professional service to the consumer through its principal suppliers, which are primarily the accommodation facilitates, as also travel intermediaries like railways, transports, airlines, and guides. So, by taking the help of these suppliers, they try to give a professional service to the consumer. So, with this purpose, the ADTOI was established. Now let's discuss some of the major objectives of this association. The very first objective of this association was to coordinate with Ministry of Tourism and other related central and state ministries in their endeavor of creating the three essential prerequisites for domestic tourism. So basically ADTOI is working with Ministry of Tourism as well as the another ministry to provide these three basic facilities to the consumer. The very first one is Suvidha. Suvidha is the basic necessities or basic facilities at the destinations. Like it includes the hotels as well as the basic infrastructure like roads and all that. Then the another one is Suraksha. Suraksha is related with guaranteeing safety and security for the travelers. Then Suchna. Suchna is basically disseminating, upgrading, updating, disseminating information. So basically ADTOI is constantly in touch with the various government sector to provide these three basic facilities to the domestic travelers. Then the another objective of ADTOI is to establish a healthy atmosphere in the domestic tourism industry and foster healthy relations between tour operators, travel agents, and other persons and organization in tourism industry. So healthy relations. I already told you that travel and tourism industry cannot work in isolation. They need to take the help of various people. The travel agent, he cannot survive alone. He need to take the help of the various other suppliers like the airlines, the transporter, the restaurant people, the hotel people, the transporters, the guides, and so many people. So basically ADTOI works that all these people works in a coordinated manner. Then further, ADTOI also formulate a uniform code of conduct, code of conduct that everyone should follow a systematic operating procedure to govern the procedure of booking, how the bookings will be taken, like how the file is being created, what information you have to collect from the passenger, how much advance you will take, and all sort of things. Then confirmations, what will be the format of the vouchers, and that sort of things, how the payments will be taken, how the refunds will be given to the customers, how the cancellations will take place, how the no shows related rules will go on. If any customer want to have any changes in the booking, how these things will go on. Preponement, if he want to travel early from the decided date, if you want to change the date. Then retention charges, commissions, and discounts. So they basically ADTOI formulate a uniform code of conduct as far as all these things are concerned, and all the members of ADTOI has to follow these systematic procedures. Then further, to establish channel of communication and liaison with the Department of Tourism. So basically they are a mediator between the industry people and the various ministries, so that the voice of the travel and tourism industry can be reached to the government, and if they face any problem, that can be sorted out with a mutual cooperation. So that's also the objective of ADTOI. Then further, ADTOI also works to promote environment protection. This is an important thing on which the ADTOI also works, that is the sustainability basically. Sustainability, environment protection, cultural exchange, and national integration of the territory of India. So for this purpose also ADTOI works. Then further, to educate the traveler about the importance of eco-friendly, ecological friendly or environment friendly practices, and promote the cause of pristine and clean environment. So this is the another objective of ADTOI, and that's also to some extent it is also related with the sustainability. So these are some of the works which ADTOI does for the promotion of the tourism industry. So this is all for this video. We shall be discussing about the remaining two association in the another video. So thank you very much.